number 3, I'm trying to find the critical numbers. And I do want to take the derivative, but before I take the derivative, I do want to actually rewrite the original. So that, I think, makes taking the derivative a little bit easier. So f of x I can also write as 2x to the negative 1 plus 3 ln of x. So instead of writing it as 2 over x, I'm going to write it as 2x to the negative 1. So then when I actually take the derivative, then f prime is going to be equal to negative 2x to the negative 2 plus 3 over x. Now, I do want to set this equal to 0 to find my critical points, but before I do that, I actually want to combine these terms. So let's combine these two terms. So I'm going to start by putting that x to the negative 2 kind of back in the denominator. So negative 2 over x squared plus 3 over x. So these are two fractions here. So how I would combine them is I need to get an LCD. So I would need to multiply the second fraction by x over x to get an x squared on both. So then my problem would be equal to negative 2 over x squared plus 3x over x squared. And then you're allowed to combine those under one fraction. So I'm going to call this 3x minus 2. I'm going to put the 3x first over x squared. So this is my derivative. I've just combined the two terms of it. So I still need to set it equal to 0. So 3x minus 2 over x squared is equal to 0. So if we look at the top, we have the 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is going to be equal to 2/3. And then we have the bottom, which is x squared is equal to 0. So then x is equal to 0. Now, my critical points, these occur where the derivative is equal to 0 or where it's undefined. So the 2/3 and the 0, those are potentially my my critical numbers, but if you look back at the kind of the box in the worksheet, the critical numbers cannot be undefined in the original. So it's okay if it's undefined in the derivative. We want that. But if it's undefined in the original, we need to throw it out. So the 2/3, that's okay. The 0, this is undefined in the derivative. Which is okay. However, if you plug it back into the original, we do have a denominator with x in the original, and it cannot be in the original. So it's undefined in the original, and we cannot have that. So we do have to get rid of 0 as a critical number. So 2/3 is our only critical number.